this is Logan, Griseburn Logan. I'm going to show you how I would start introducing the long reins. Is this too close or is that alright?
Too close, just go back a little.
Go back. That's really good. Okay, so to begin with, I mean, he's already been lunged with a butt rope, so he's got used to the feeling of something behind him. I'm sure you've seen lots of posts where I've done that, but if not, I can put a photo of the butt rope in the comments. But so he's got used to that. I've just brought him out and given him a little lunge in what he's familiar with, just with the side reins and a normal lunge line on the cavesson. And he seems to be in a fairly settled mood. He's doing all right. So the first time I'm going to have the before I switch to proper long reining, what I do is I lunge with a back rein. So I'm going to just switch because my blue lunge line is longer than my black one. So I'm going to have the black one to the cavesson, and then my blue one is going to pass through the stirrup. So he's already been lunged before with the stirrups down, so he's got used to the feeling of those swinging by his side. And that's going to go underneath the side rein, don't chew it, which I have my side reins crossed, so then even if they put their head down, I don't like side reins to be short, so they're quite long. He could stretch down, but I've got it so that it'd be very difficult for him to get a leg through there if he was having high jinks. And also it's closer to where your hands are going to be to offer the contact from as well when it comes from the wither. So the side reins are just there to get him used to a bit of a contact and stop him from really having way too much freedom with his head that might influence how much control I have. But it's certainly not to make him have his head in. That will come in when everything's right and balanced. So I've got the back rein, which is to the bit, but I've left this as a lunge line. So if for some reason when I pass this over behind, he has some objection to it, or just gets full of the joys, I'm not straight away riding him, controlling him from the bit. I've still got this, and I can just pull him around on this until he settles, rather than have him suddenly getting excited, and then the first time he feels me at the end of his bit is to try and control him from that. That could end up making him really panic. So I just sort of stagger it and stage it so that if he does panic for some reason from this exercise, I can control him just off his nose, which he's used to. He's felt that plenty of times. Good boy. So I'm still lunging him, but I have the back rein on. And that's the first time he'll have felt like a little pull slightly on that outside rein for the work. Good boy. Good boy. And now he's going to feel, as well as asking him forward with my body language, he felt a little nudge with the back rein to just ask him to go forward. And whoa. And stand. Good boy. And walking on. So he's got the reinforcement of, he's got my body language still asking him to walk forward, but he also has a very gentle wobble on this rein to ask him to walk forward. Away. Away. Good boy. Away. Good. So that time when I used my body language and the verbal cue away, he felt a little touch on his mouth, and he didn't object too much mouth is, I'm asking for the circle to be a little bit wider with the back rein. So he's sort of half wanting to fight that rather than yield to it, but also yielding. He's not doing too bad about it. Oh, good boy. So he experimented there to see if he could trot away from the outside rein bringing him out, but that didn't work. But so I didn't do anything about the trotting, I just let him work it out really. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Well done. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good. And move. And stand. Good boy. So now I'm switching the rein that's gone from the cavesson onto this bit, so he's now going to be on both bits. But again, I'm just going to lunge him in the long reins. Good boy, get on. Good boy. Stand well, Sam. What a good boy. That was so good. That was so good. What a good boy. That was lovely. So there, he accepted both. It was very light pressure. He's so good off the voice. I don't have to use much pressure. And of course, I want him to be that good off my voice before I work on his mouth. But he accepted. You know, I was expecting when he felt the black rein, the inside rein against him, I thought there'd be a lot more sort of fussing with his mouth, but he was really good about that. What a good boy. And you know, I want to make sure that he's happy with me approaching, gathering in these, you know, that I'm not always over there. I can come to him and then move out again. Boy. Wanting to make the circle bigger because of course that's what we were working on with when we first introduced the outside rein. And so now I'm just asking him to bring the circle a little bit closer by using the black rein. Good boy. The inside rein. Good boy. Very good. Good boy. And I don't mind that he stopped there because he yielded to it. He came towards me. And the fact that he stopped really doesn't matter at all. He got the concept of coming back, so you know you can't expect them to just pick up everything all at once. Good boy. Okay. Walk back. And this way. Oh, good boy. Very good. And again. Good boy. Good boy. And stand. Good boy. So now I'm just going to shift position whilst he stood still, so he's got time to process it, and I'll be able to see how nervous or not he is of me going into his blind zone. If he was wanting to turn to see me the whole time, then I'd know he's really not quite comfortable about this yet. Now I'm just going to bring myself over my black rein is my outside rein, and I'm going to lunge him round to the right. I'm still stood, even though I'm trying to get myself into the long reining position, I'm still stood slightly to one side, so he's got the benefit of my body language, as well as starting to introduce more and more reliance on the reins for steering him where I want him to be. Boy. You get a reaction rather than them actually working it out and learning. So, although it takes longer, it's better to just sort of keep just coaxing away and letting them work it out. Oh, well done. Good boy. Very clever. Oh, good boy. Well done. Well done. No, keep going. You're doing well. Come on. Good boy. Good. So I'm going to see if I can carry on talking whilst stood right behind him. He's probably going to want to turn and see me, but we'll see how this goes. So letting him stop and work things out isn't teaching him to be a nappy horse. It's just keeping adrenaline out of the equation. It's giving him breathing space to try and work out the sensations, work out what's asked for him, without his heart rate increasing and without him starting to sort of get into a reactive or almost sort of panic mode. And then the more confident he gets, the more he will just keep wanting to take take things forward. He'll get more confident with his steps. He'll start to walk and stride out himself as he develops the confidence. So you know, don't be worried that at this early stage, that you might be teaching a horse to end up being quite nappy. That's not how it works. Good boy, very good. So now I'm going to see if he'll stay like that whilst I come up to him. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Oh, well done. That was very confident that he just didn't turn. So waited in his stand. Super boy. What a you are. Good boy. And when you're taking things off, you know, you just have to always be ready to be more thinking of the horse than what you're doing when you're messing around with the ropes. If you become too focused on the ropes, the horse will do something and then panic, and you'll be, you know, in a dangerous position. So you're always ready to position yourself or your hands on whatever bit of equipment needed to keep the horse calm and in the stand, and yourself out of trouble, and them out of getting into trouble by getting wrapped up in things.